We live? I think we are. All right, RSG OTC episode 47 with the creaky chair episode. We got the creaks going on. That's a new brand. We call them the creaks. What's going on? We got my boy Toof over there. It's weird because the camera's in an awkward spot. So Toof is over there. It's kind of weird. I'm actually pointing at you, and it looks like it's good. All right, anyways. Yeah, so we got Toof right over there. And yeah, I'm all over somewhere over there. So, as you can all tell, sorry for the long delay. Sorry for being away. As you can all kind of probably hear, my voice still sounds like shit. Uh, that's about as much as my voice can do right now. As if you could tell, it's pretty bad. So yeah, that's why I haven't made any videos, and that's why I haven't even been on here. But I felt I had to come back. Yeah. Man, this winter has been destroying me too. I mean, I don't know what it's like where you are, but dude, it's about to hit May. We're just starting to get 62 degrees. Holy shit. I mean,
Yeah.
that's kind of it kind of sucks too because like I haven't really been able to use my mountain bike much that I just spent all this damn money on. Um I've been riding out there with a freaking hoodie. And it's like, yeah, I'm glad I've still been riding. But when you're not sweating, if you're not chugging down water, that means you're not sweating enough. If you're not sweating enough, you're not losing enough weight. That's the way I look at it. Because, uh, I could go literally I went, 15 miles, and I probably drank a quarter of a 2 liter freaking backpack. You know? I mean, it's not really that much. Where I'll tell you right now, if you give me that on a 70 some odd degree day, especially like an 80, more like a 70 some odd degree day, I'll tear that whole pack up and might be like almost running out by the time that ride's done, you know? So,
By the way, weren't you supposed to get another chair already?
another what?
Another chair?
I do, but I have other, like, uh, things that I have to do.
You
I
don't
got
need to
me
pay no bills or nothing. Just buy a chair.
all the good chairs cost so much money. I'm like, maybe I'll get one that's like $1.50. I can't really make up my mind. I hate not being able to feel it, but Staples and has shit chairs. No one has reclining chairs. I want to lay back. I don't know how other people are with this, but I like to sleep in my chair. That's as simple as that. I like to sleep in my chair. I know this isn't gonna help out weight loss, but um I don't have any other drink right now. I don't want
Do
to
you
drink.
have water coming from the tap?
Oh no, I mean I don't feel like leaving the room. I forgot to go grab it from the tap, so I'm just gonna have to use this. Hey, it's warm soda. Trust me, it's not great. Kind of stings a little bit when you get Coca-Cola that's real cold. It's almost got like that. It's almost like you're being burned with chemicals, but you're happy because it's filled with sugar.
Yeah, man. Cleans blood off pavement and rust off of chrome and everything else. So,
Yeah,
yeah, why not?
why not, right? Exactly. You got to do like the real gamers out here, though. We're not real gamers if we are not sitting there with Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew for all of you. Oh, by the way, awesome shirt. Let's give a shout out to Grateful Dead. And it's right, you know, the Grateful Dead. I'll tell you, Walmart has really impressed me with their licensed shirts for $7.50 for the shirt. Damn thing feels great. I guarantee you most of these other licensed shirts cost you about $25 out at other stores. I got quite a few pretty good prices at Walmart recently. What did I got? I got a Bob Ross one, Beavis and Butthead. I gotta get a soy sauce stain out of that. And I try to be so damn careful too. I don't care. I'll go buy another one. It's $7.50. Um. Anyways, so getting on to some stuff. So I noticed everyone has been playing Far Cry 5, and it's funny. They still missed the mark with Far Cry 5 once again, from what I keep saying is the problem. And my friends who know that I'm right with this. Far Cry 3 made you hate the villain. 4 and 5 didn't make you hate the villain. If you don't hate the villain, you don't really find that push to really get you to the end of the story as much. I mean, it just all seems like, yeah, you could do a bunch of extra shit and it's cool, but that will wear off. You're not going to have the story that's going to keep driving you because you don't have Voss, the son of a bitch that makes you want to kill the bastard. Or you don't have Brent or whatever that freaking Australian dude's name is that made you want to kill that motherfucker too. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I haven't played the 5. I imagine out of his mind religious cult leader might be something that you don't want.
Yes, but they didn't. That's what you would think, right? But they didn't instill it. Instead, he just seems like, from what I understand, he seems like a pussy. I don't know. That the hate factor is not there. It's like great example. It's kind of like if Darth Vader was downplayed by Stewie Griffin a little bit, just saying. It's not the same. Even though whatever, like Voss was what? I mean, what would you consider Voss? Maybe like a warlord? I don't know, like a drug lord? I don't really even know what you'd call Voss. But it was definitely the most fucking I hate this son of a bitch person out of all the games they've had. And anyone who's played all the series can usually say that that's basically it. You hated Voss from the second you started that game. That son of a bitch had you locked up in a cage, killed your brother right next to you, and it did all this shit to your friends for no reason. You know? You know what ruined that game for me was the stupid boss fights. The boss fights ruined that game for me.
I don't know. I think they can all have their merits or their hateability. I think recently with these most two, I haven't played the 5th one. I've seen a little bit, but it seems like they make it slightly relatable, yet batshit crazy enough to where you don't really want to absolutely hate them, but you want to be conflicted about who they are. And that's where I kind of got.
I mean, maybe. I just know that I didn't really care for the 4th. And I know a lot of other people were kind of like the same thing. And then Primal, that came and went. And I don't even think half people remember that shit. And then you got, this one came along. I don't know. I've got to play it. I've heard a mixed bag of reviews with it. I've seen people select it as their worst game of the year. So, yeah. I mean, I know everyone's taste differs, but that's what I'm seeing as the trend. What was something else? I think I showed that I've got the. Oh yeah, where is this? I have a chest mount. I have it somewhere. I have a chest mount for my my Faux Pro here. And now I'm thinking of doing more stuff where like I can go into stores and things like that and just have it mounted on my chest, and it just won't seem as intrusive as like me holding a camera out. Like, does that make sense? Like, just having it on my chest, just sitting there, doesn't seem so out there as me like, so we're over here looking, like, I don't know. I would feel awkward holding the camera up like that.
Did you say it was a GoPro?
A Faux Pro.
Oh, Faux Pro, okay.
Faux Pro, yes. But GoPro is kind of hurting, man. GoPro is a hurting company because too many action cameras out. They gotta lower the price. It's kind of like there's boosted boards. Okay, boosted boards is a oh, there we go. King Louis, hey, what's going on? I didn't even see that in the chat there. What was I just talking about? Jesus Christ. Oh yeah. Okay. So it's kind of like boosted boards. They're $1,400 a skateboard. I mean, you gotta bring that down. The normal average consumer can't sit there and afford those. And I kind of think that's kind of where we're at there too. Some things just need to come down in price. I'd really love to see some VR stuff come down in price. I'd love to get that and do some racing with that.
They have come down in price.
They have. I need a little more though, because I make good money, but I don't make tons. To be throwing it out like that, just for racing. And at that point, um, if I'm gonna be playing racing, I really want a real wheel stand. You know, um, at least one about $250 wheel stand. That would be nice. But overall, racing. Thinking of racing, I've been playing Forza 7, which I know you're not a fan of because of the whole rewind thing. Now, like I said, I don't know, man. I think eventually you're going to find almost all will go and have it in there as a feature, turn on or off. Because it's one of those things, it doesn't hurt the manufacturer in their mind. It doesn't hurt the game maker to let you turn it off. If you want to have it on, so be it. That's you. If you want to have it off, well, then that's you too. So you see what I mean? Like, I think I'd rather have a game let me have whatever, let me dumb down the game. But it would also be nice if it rewards you also for taking the harder route. You know what I mean?
Something like what Grid Autosport did.
Which one is that?
Grid.
Oh, Grid. Yeah, that one, those were great games. But that was now, you say Forza is arcadey. Those were arcade games. But the big problem with them is the repetitiveness. That was the problem with them. And they only had X amount of like levels, and you'd see them so many times. You're just like, I can't race it anymore. Just tell my eyeballs out right now. That's kind of
Right.
Oh. Test drive or whatever. I think that's what that was. Test drive's Grid. I believe that's what it was. I'm not 100% sure if Test Drive made that, but anyways, it would always pop out a fucking gear with the manual setup. You'd just be sitting there, going along. All of a sudden, it would go like from fourth, if you just like touched the shifter, even if you didn't like move it, if you just like touched it the wrong way, that shit would just like send you right into neutral, and it would piss me off so much, so much. But that game was fun. I did enjoy it. I loved playing it with the wheel. That's where maybe I have my game set up wrong, but Forza 7 and the wheel did not go right for me. Holy crap. That was all over the road. That didn't make any sense at all. But I really, like I said, would love to have a new wheel stand and stuff for that, because the old one just ain't doing it. A $40 sawhorse from freaking Home Depot is not the way. It'll work. It'll do its job if you have nothing. It's going to work great. But if you can avoid it, please buy yourself a real wheel stand. I don't know. You don't have any of that, but did Sazi get a wheel stand yet?
I don't know. I think he's probably gonna be working on getting the full wheel, the Fan Attack, the fancy whatever.
Right, and he's building his own. That's right. Okay, see, I'd love to. That'd be a great video, and I will definitely do that one day when I'm in my own place. I'd really love to have, like, in a sense, almost like a cockpit that I could sit in and have all my stuff readily available to me. But the thing about having full-size stuff like that is, unless you're gonna just have one dedicated machine, I mean, I like something. If I want to set up the wheel, I could just pull it out from a corner, boom, set it up, plug the shit in, it's good to go. I don't really want a whole fucking mess taking up a whole room. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's probably my big thing on that. So, going on a little side quest adventure here thing. So, I know you've been messing around with your car. You've got your Camaro. You got your new tires, right?
Right.
How's those new tires working out for you?
Well, so far they're pretty good.
I'll tell you, man. The generals are no joke. You know, I'll tell you, in the world of tires, the shit I hear every day. What did I had? I had one the other day. Um, like why I'm buying new tires. Why would they be unbalanced? I don't know why are you trying to sell me, broken unbalanced tires? Like, are you serious? Like, people are so stupid. It's like I don't get people. If you don't know, you know what? If you're gonna start questioning, a mechanic, like here's the thing. If I don't know how to replace a clutch and I don't know the first thing about a clutch, I'm not gonna start shitting on a mechanic for things like the flywheel. Now, I do know, have prior knowledge that what shops will do is say, yeah, we need to send out your flywheel. And the truth is they probably don't even do that. But it's not really it's kind of tough for you to verify that exactly. And I'm sure it wouldn't be too hard to have their buddy print up a mock receipt that they did it for you. So, I mean, stuff like that's a little, tough to get around. But if you're going to sit there and with stuff like that, why don't you maybe see what the tire installation process is? I'll bet you could literally Google how to install a tire. Okay? And I'll bet you'll get the information. Or why do I need to balance my tires? Something like that. I mean, people Google stupid shit all day. But yet they want to sit there and yell at in your face, like for no reason, as if they know what they're talking about. It's like you don't worry in the slightest that you're gonna sound like a fucking moron. Do people just not worry in the slightest that they're gonna sound like a complete fucking moron? It's like going to a doctor and telling them like, what do you mean you didn't give me the sterile needle with you know what I mean? Like it's like we did. That's not how it works. You know.
When they think they're right, though, that's when they'll march off.
Oh, of course. You know what's a real good one is when people try their price match bullshit, right? Now, see, I'll tell you, there's funny things that goes on both sides, but when people try their funny price match bullshit, right? And they'll try to say how much it cost, and like they'll look at a site and they'll see the cost of like 4 tires, and they expect of like that, but they didn't hit the button that says install the 4 tires, which is an extra 100 and something at that place or whatever. So they expect us to just completely match everything. It's all they do that. And it's like, do you think we're not going to check? If, you know what? I take your word 100%. Just going to go ahead and match that shit. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. It's like, and then the greatest is when you catch them in it. Oh no. I need to call you back. That's right. You're a moron. We know. But see, that leads me to wondering how the fuck they give driver's licenses to half of these people.
Because they don't test anymore. You don't have to parallel park anymore. You don't have to do any of that.
No, really? No, they didn't take the parallel parking out, did they?
They took parallel parking away.
What the fuck? What the hell? What's the point then? I mean, they might as well just say, yeah, you don't need a license. Just fuck it, wing it. It's got a gas, got a brake if you're a little more experienced. Hey, if it's got a clutch and you know how to use the shit, you're probably more experienced anyways. Go ahead. You know? Although that's probably fucking true. I've come
to get my CDL, though, I had to blindside parallel park a whole truck and trailer, but God forbid they have to do it with a little Honda Civic.
It's funny how many like tiny cars will mess with those big trucks like they're gonna do something. I do want to get a train horn though. Maybe how hard do you think it would be to put a compressor on on a standard car like mine?
It wouldn't be too hard. You just gotta find a mounting location. I mean, you could also look into doing just a straight electric if you want to go that route. But if you want to run the airlines and a small compressor, they're usually only like a half-gallon tank. Uh, with your car, I mean, you could probably put it in your trunk if you wanted to, in the back hatch.
Yeah, right next to my freaking subwoofer.
Yeah, you could put it right there. I mean, of course, you'll have noise from in the cabin, but if you wanted to mount it underneath your car on the frame, you could find some pre-existing holes and find a way to bracket it or mount it to your frame, and then run your correct lines along your frame to it, and run the compressed line back to your horns.
Oh man, I think I'm gonna look into getting a train horn, dude. I want to look into the price of that. Can you get in
I
trouble
think
for
they're
that?
about 180 to about $350.
Really, that's expensive. But I mean, I don't know. I'd have to look at the whole thing because that does sound worth it. And I will take it from car to car. I don't give a fuck. I will take that from. Do you think I can get arrested for that? I don't know.
They might send you a ticket for being a nuisance if you keep going around trying to blast to people walking or whatever, which I mean could be kind of funny, but anyway.
Oh, I'll tell you right now. I'll tell you right now. There's not gonna be one motherfucker sitting there going slow in front of me. Hell no. Hell no. They're gonna be behind me. This motherfucker's going slow. I'm gonna hit that shit. Dude, how crazy would that be if I fucking hit that shit and it just like do a fucking movie style like oh. I'm gonna keep driving. Fuck that. I'm driving. No, it's my fault. Nope. Sorry. If you can't handle loud noises, you shouldn't be behind the wheel. I mean, what are you, a horse? You got startled? What the fuck?
At that point, just hide the air horns and then keep your regular horn installed. So you'd be like, no, beep, beep, beep. Look at just a little tiny horn.
Yeah, I don't know. And all of a sudden I hear, brrr. What's that noise in the back? Keep my tires in right pressure. Yeah, I work for a tire company, so, tires top notch. Yeah.
Airbag suspension.
Yeah, it's air ride. Air ride. Watch, press on the thing. Look, see, it came right back up. Fuck it. But yeah, man. So what else you got going on with your car?
Right now, not much. Heather soon, maybe a cam. Gotta do some blackout stuff. New spoiler.
You know what I just thought about actually? Something. Oh man, so in your state you could probably have tinted windows, right?
Of course.
Not here.
Well, yeah, I know, because you have the commie state going on up there.
Well, of course. Well, see, you'd be more in favor of this, I guess. Their reasoning is for the cops. Safety of the cops.
Their lights will go right through the tinted windows anyway. Those things are brighter than the damn sun. No one's the hell they're on about.
Dude, I'll tell you right now. I got some motherfuckers that I've worked with. I don't care what fucking light you got. You ain't seeing shit inside their car. And it was awesome because you could just... I mean, for you wouldn't give a two damns. But for me, sometimes, I don't really need people seeing what's going on in the car. Just easier. It's just easier for me to not raise suspicion. And I don't know, man. I can't imagine any flashlight going through there. I remember it was like on the sunniest of days, like you wouldn't see shit inside. It was crazy. And I would constantly like look over, like, is this motherfucker in the car? I can't tell. So yeah, I don't know. But anyways, people like, all right, so we'll set someone up for an inspection. I had a store that's near me say to me today, he goes, and he's like, hey guys, he's like, hey, tell the guys there though, like, find out if they got tints and something before they come down, because they're coming down here yelling at us, and I'm like, hold on. I was like, let's put some brain cells in work to work right here. If you're on the phone, either it's with me or you, and they don't tell you they got tints, how the fuck and I said this just like it, how the fuck is that your problem? I cursed straight out. I said, how the fuck is that your problem? That has nothing to do with you. That's their fault for not telling you shit. How are you supposed to know over the phone when they don't tell you if you have tints? We're not supposed to ask if you have tints. You should know the fucking law. And that's exactly what a cop would tell you if he pulled you over and you didn't know about it. Oh, I didn't know I had to do that. Well, not knowing is no excuse. Am I right?
Well, according to law, yeah. All the same, though, with the repair shop, what the hell would it matter? They just put it on and be done with it.
What do you mean?
Put on whatever services are rendered. Why would they care about the tint of the window?
Oh, you're not allowed to inspect. We can't pass inspection. We can't pass their inspection if they have tinted windows.
Are you talking about like for emissions or just general?
Emissions and safety.
Uh,
Yeah, you
Find
can't.
some fly-by-night shady guy in the fucking shed and pay him the $50.
That's
Done it.
Yeah, it's actually not that much here. It's actually if you have a car 2017-18, it's $10 for just the safety, and then over and 16 or older is not in anything above Westchester County is $21, and below Westchester County or in Westchester County, like, or New York City and all that is 37. Surrounding states are more like the 50s.
Inspection. We just have the emission in certain jurisdiction.
Okay, yeah. No, that's how it is. I think in Pennsylvania, certain places do emissions, some places do emissions and safety. It depends on what county you live in, but they're real strict, dude. Like, here in New York, dude, I don't even think you need the fucking car registered. This shit just needs to be inspected. Where in Pennsylvania, dude, you gotta have your fucking insurance card. You gotta have your damn registration up to order. Holy shit! It's pretty impressive. It's like, damn, that's pretty restrictive. Like, you barely hear. It's like nothing, you know. But you can, like you said, you can get fly-by-night people that'll do it too. I mean, you have to find those people, but you can't go to a corporation and expect them to just look past shit. It just doesn't happen.
Well, sure, yeah. If you're paying them to render a service that has nothing to do with the inspection or your window tints or otherwise, it's none of their damn business.
Oh no! If it like literally, if for instance, if we pass someone for inspection and like, let's say it got brought that okay, who passed your inspection? If you let's say brought it to court, we could actually be held responsible because we're not allowed to pass that for inspection. You're not allowed to.
Their windows tinted after they saw me. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah, of course you can, but oh no, there's a tint gun. I'm sorry, there's a tint gun that you gotta use. You press it at the window. You haven't seen that?
So you can't get any repairs done in your state without having to have this ridiculous inspection.
No, you can get repairs done, but if you want to get an inspection, which is needed every year, I'm gonna
just go to somebody else to get it done.
That's the thing. Like you'd have to find someone, and whether people, I don't know how people are gonna like it or not. Typically, a lot of times, usually Mexican neighborhoods will definitely take care of that for you, and that's where I used to get mine. Oh shit, tires are too low, and Valvoline's gonna be a bitch. All right, time to bring it to them. Pay $5 more and let them do it. And literally, the difference is, instead of your car being there for a half hour, they have a line of people. They literally had to. They started getting in trouble. See, they started getting in trouble. I noticed because they could only let so many people in per day now. That never was like that. Never was like that. So someone came down on them and said, "How are you able to inspect this many cars per day?" That's basically what happened. Someone came along and said, "There's no fucking way you can inspect that many cars per day. How are you doing it?" Because, dude, there was just a lot of lines. And see, that's the funny thing. Like, you didn't think you'd get caught. You really didn't think you'd get caught. Like, that's a lot of inspections in one day.
But see, they could also get around that too. If you have 3-4 employees, they each have their own LLC or whatever else. So each one's doing X amount of inspections, and they're all doing it at the same location. Done.
Can't do that with one lift.
If they're all different individuals.
The problem
Put
is,
on a jack, lift it up a little bit, look underneath there, you're good to go. Off you go.
Oh no, they like that's the thing. Like emissions testing and stuff like that takes longer. Like that was the thing. And I spoke to one of the guys there that I've known for a while, and basically he was saying like we got in trouble, so we had to calm it down. So now we only let so many through. Because it was never like that, and all of a sudden one year it happened, and I talked him into letting me do one more. Yeah. I don't know, man. But that's enough on the car thing, I guess. Other than, I got to finish with one last thing. Had to get a whole new amp kit, like I was telling you. So I got to put that thing in. Apparently, my friend can't help me tomorrow, so I'm just gonna. Is there a way to fuse an 8 gauge wire to maybe something a little smaller, and wrap it up?
I wouldn't advise it. I mean, you could, of course, but you're going to be narrowed down to the smaller gauge, so the larger gauge is rendered pretty much useless.
Oh, of course. I mean, for temporary use, what would be a good way to really connect those? Just really wrap it around and duct tape, you think? Or not duct tape, electrical tape?
You'd probably want to do a connector on the two of them, but I mean, I don't know.
Maybe I can see where I can find a connector like that. I'll try that. Because basically that's really all I need for right now until I just don't want to freaking run the 8 gauge wire, or I mean the hot wire, because it's got to go all the way through the front. But I mean, whatever.
You're an amp, though. You gotta do it.
I know. Damn it. It's right there. It's fucking right there. It's just right fucking there. I just want to almost like attach a piece of wire between the two fucking blocks. And like, I've got this other block that's supposed to have a fuse that goes in between, right? And I just want to take a fucking piece of wire and put the two wires and be like, there we go. We got a junction. Fuck it.
You probably want to keep your fusible link.
No, yeah, but I mean, like, I was saying, like, for right now, to take it from the big gauge wire and dip it down to a small one, it would be nice. And then throw my regular fuse back on and throw the new fuse onto there. See what I'm saying? So just instead create one wire and make it and put my fuse on. Because the fuse right now can't fit an 8 gauge wire is the problem.
So what gauge is in there?
It's probably as thick as my pinky. I would say is the new gauge now.
So a 4 gauge?
I think so. Yeah, probably. It's either
It's a heavy duty power cable.
Oh yeah. It's definitely, yeah, because it's rated for the 1500 watt amps. So that should be perfectly fine for mine. But that's why I said I got 8 gauge right now, and it's like stupid. It's absolutely stupid. Like it's like the size of my thumb. This shit is retarded. And like half the time I'm trying to get it on these little screws, like on the amp. I'm like,
So you're downsizing wires. So you're going from like a 4 to an 8.
oh wait, no, it wouldn't be a 4. I'm sorry. No, that I have an 8, and I'd be going to probably a 16 gauge. Would it be?
16 tiny.
And would it be then a 10 gauge? Like I said, it goes from being like literally a wire probably as big as my index finger or like closer to my thumb, something like that, down to something as big as my pinky.
Yeah, so you're going from like a 4 to an 8.
Oh, okay. So that's what you think I have in there? You think I have a 4 gauge in there right now?
If it's as big as like your thumb or whatever, that's probably a 4 gauge wire.
I don't know if it's as big as my thumb. I think it's more my my index.
Or a finger, whatever, respectively.
Yeah, yeah.
What's larger, it's probably a 4 gauge.
Okay, so I have a 4 gauge on there now, which is absolutely overkill. So I think I have an 8 gauge wire that I'm going to.
The 4 gauge is, that's what I'm saying. That power probably 5,000 watts and a couple of huge ass subs and everything else.
That's why I said it's just absolute overkill, but that's what my friend put in there because that's what he had. So I was like, fuck it, whatever, you know. But now, like I said, there's this like white corrosion powderish shit going on, so I don't know what the hell that's all about. So, yeah, it's time to get all new wires and stuff anyways. But that's enough for the car side of things. I think we've definitely talked about cars for quite a bit here. I'm trying to think what else oh, man. Went to see Super Troopers too. So, don't know how you're going to like it. But I guess that's for you to find out.
I really like the first one. So, who knows? Maybe.
Yeah. But they definitely, I have to say, my favorite character once again, fucking Farva, man. Farva's just ridiculous. He's just so obnoxious and such an asshole. Oh, man. You can't go wrong with Farva. That was so great that I met them out in Tacoma Comedy Club. I'm still wondering if I'm coming out to you this year because, like I said, I don't know if I'm what's going on. So if I do come out to you this year, I should be out there for like I'm thinking 4 days or something like that. Hopefully, it doesn't cost too much for a damn hotel. I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, um, I don't really know what else I can really go off of. There's not a lot on the game side of things. I know Nvidia is being looked at for their global partner program. Did you hear about that?
I did not.
Well, it's kind of shitty. Anything with the name gaming in it, apparently. Nvidia is trying to hold dear to them, and like, like now, Nvidia is the only one who can have Strix gaming. Okay, the Asus Strix. Yeah, there's no more going to be Strix, and AMD. Now that's going to be a Vita or something like that. A Vina or something. It's something with an
That's
A.
all weird.
Well,
Considering it's Asus only, anyway. You think Asus would be like, no, I'm going to make AMD chips in this one and that one.
well, no, and that goes for anyone really, MSI and all that. Basically, they're going to have separate shit for AMD than NVIDIA. And it's the way NVIDIA has it with their global partner program. And now you got the FTC and the FTC and something else on the European side that's like looking at this shit saying, hey, I don't think that's right business practices. So, I don't know. NVIDIA's under a lot of shit right now. They definitely are like under a lot of shit right now. And I kind of understand some things like, the way they market it. Hell, you could take an AMD and an NVIDIA, put the Strix boxes next to each other, and you might not even really notice much of a difference. So I do see their problem with that, but I see what they're also doing, and it's not cool.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe because of the whole crypto mining thing and them keeping the prices high and the availability low, banking on making all that extra money and everything. I don't know, maybe they're feeling a little bit invincible right now. I don't know.
Maybe it's it's tough. It's tough to know how they're feeling. Maybe they're doing like an Apple kind of thing right now, and that's a fucking. I know you got another person there who loves Apple, but let me tell you right now, I know you've got an iPhone, yeah, but they are fuckwads with what they just recently did. Okay, and it's like kind of Nvidia. It's like they're on their high horse. So they just put out the new iOS update, right? You know what they did for all these people who had their screens replaced by third party? Brick their fucking phones. Wait. Their phone was just working fine, and you put an update out to fuck them all over? Wow. Wow, that's pretty shitty. That's really shitty. That is really shitty. Like Linus Tech Tips just had a thing, right, where he broke a screen and like it fried a motherboard and some other thing. Of course, you got a bunch of more. Like they're willing to pay for it, but Apple's like, nah, we can't repair it. We can't get the screen, can't get the motherboard and the power supply. Like, say you sold a product you can't repair. What? I can't fix. You can't even get me parts for. I can't fix it. It's just done. It's a $5,000 machine, just done. Can't do nothing about it. And it's like Apple's just kind of getting out of control, just absolutely out of control. I don't know if they like. I don't know. I wonder if the day where the sheep will eventually stop being led into through the gates that have to have Apple because they're totally not taking care of their consumers. Why would you screw over so many consumers just because they didn't get it repaired by you? What the fuck? They're still using genuine parts. Believe it or not, a lot of the shit that's used to replace the stuff is all genuine. It all gets sent back to repair and stuff like that. It just wasn't done by Apple for the repair. Did you know that the warranty of void stickers, warranty of if removed stickers, like the warranty void stickers, those are illegal. Companies can't do that. It doesn't work anymore. FTC commission said that's illegal.
Yeah, you used to put that on all kinds of stuff.
Yep, and now you won't see it anymore because it is not allowed.
Like Nintendos. I remember predominantly on Nintendos, they had a huge sticker. Because I remember taking apart a Super Nintendo to fix the little cartridge reader on it. Replace it with another one I had when the power supply wasn't working, or not the power supply, but the whole, it just, something wasn't working. So I had to swap them out, but you get to open that case, and it was a big sticker saying Nintendo Void or whatever on it.
Yep.
I remember that.
Yep. And now they're saying that that's not fair because that's illegal because basically you're not allowing third parties to repair the product is basically what's going on, and that's where it's illegal. And that's where I really hope some shit happens to Apple against that in that fashion because come on, man, that's wrong. Why would you do that? Like say you broke your screen, you brought it to a place to have the screen repaired, right? It's working fine. Apple puts out an update and now it doesn't work. It just nope, you can't use your phone. Why would they do that? It's not to help them. It's only to fuck you over. You think they really needed? You think they needed to do that to their customers? No, they just did it to fuck over their customers. So I don't know why people stay loyal to a company that has no loyalty to them at all. At all. They will fuck over their customer base at any turn. And they've done it for years. I don't know. That's just my point.
I'll hold on to mine as it still works. And if they decide to keep curving the screen unnecessarily, so on the notes, I won't buy one. Sad as to say. I miss my note like crazy. But I can't stand those stupid curved screens.
What is it you don't like about them?
They serve absolutely zero purpose, and they look stupid.
Yeah, I really actually have to kind of agree. I don't like the curved screens. Yeah.
All it does is raise the cost for aesthetics that I could care less about.
Not only that, it also causes a lot of issues I find when it comes to my my like screen protectors and stuff. Like I don't have a screen protector on my phone. I don't know. Remember the last phone I've had without one because of the fact that I can't get one to stay on here with this kind of case that holds it so protected. They won't push the screen protector off because of these stupid fucking curved screens. Stupid ass curved screens.
That's what I'm saying. They serve no purpose other than aesthetics. And I wish they would stop it so I could get my note back. I want a freaking note.
I wish they would just give us an option like they used to. You know, do you want the S7 or do you want the S7 Edge? You know? Right? That's what
Something like that would be nice. Do you want the curved screen like an idiot or you want one that actually functions?
Yeah. Fuck, man. We're hitting a bad time, man. We're like with certain things where they're just phones are being pumped out every year that like the S9 is barely even any fucking different. It's kind of pointless. Dude, you know how many people said that there's no point to even go up to an S9? I mean, if you have an S8, there's just no point in it. Well, yeah, there's no fucking point in it, of course. Because
that's what it was with because mine's the 7 Plus. I looked at the 8 Plus, and the only thing I would get is I think slightly faster processor, like slightly, and wireless charging. Which do I really want to get rid of this and pay a whole other $900 for wireless charging? No.
Yeah, and wireless charging. I don't like wireless charging. See, a lot of people don't understand why I don't like wireless charging because I guess they just don't know the technology side of things, and maybe they haven't been able to experience it. When I worked in Verizon, any phone that had a wireless charger to it would destroy itself eventually. Unlike, yes, occasionally you'd have those phones that after being plugged in for so long that their back would bubble up in the battery and everything. But that's rare because the phones are very good about stopping the charge input. Wireless charging, on the other hand, every single phone, that shit would detach the fucking screen and just blow up like a damn balloon. And anyone who's in the tech world that's big into wireless charging will actually tell you that they actually that you degrade your battery life pretty like a lot with wireless charging. Throughout the time. Like wireless charging is really not that great. If they found a way to do it through, like just the air, kind of be cool. But just sticking it on a platform is, I don't know, man. That is, it's not worked out so good from what I could see. Some people love it, but that's on them. I don't like it. It doesn't work great. Another thing that doesn't work great is I have measurement devices that I use from time to time, and it's funny. I have one that tells me like when it's unsettled, like it's not like on a flat surface, and I was like, "Why is this thing not working? It's broken or something, right?" And then I used another one, and that was going all over the place. It doesn't tell you anything, and more just like the numbers would start going all over the place. So I fucking moved my phone away, dude, and both stopped having any problem. And I'm going, hey now, how powerful are the signals coming out of this fucking phone that it's screwing up electronic devices around me? You know, it's kind of like Nextel when someone would get a bleep back in the day next to a TV and the TV would start going, remember that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude. You got to think, man. We're putting this shit up next to our heads. It's kind of creepy with what things happen around these cell phones, dude. On,
That's why I use this all the time.
yeah, I do have a Bluetooth. I should get a nicer Bluetooth headset. I don't really like things that go in my ear too much. I like headsets that go over, um, they go over the ear. You ever
And
seen
I
it?
went for like loud truck so I can actually hear or people can hear me without ambient noise. But if like I'm in the car, it's Bluetooth
Oh
factory
yeah,
system works. So I don't have to have anything. But
that one in my car. Let me tell you right now. You remember how like horrible my actual car Bluetooth used to be?
right.
That one in the car now with the new system, man, it looks like the cheapest little plastic piece of shit. But that fucking thing sounds so clear. Every single person I'm on the phone with is like, wait, you're driving? It sounds like you're on a fucking regular phone. It doesn't sound like you're in a car. Yeah, dude, it's weird. Looks like the shittiest plasticky piece of shit ever. But it fucking works great. I don't know. Sometimes that's just how it is, right? But I really think it was good to get back. It was good to get back to everyone, and I actually still have to upload last week's video. I didn't even realize I didn't do that, so I'm gonna upload last week's video, then I'll upload this week's video probably like simultaneously all tomorrow. And but yeah, I'm glad we got to discuss what's going on. I got to show people that I'm here. My voice is trying to come back. Um, it's kind of tough to talk, but it should be back hopefully soon. I've got new projects in the works with the warm weather and everything coming out, and then having that action camera. That action camera is going to equal a lot of stuff, by the way. I also have a selfie stick. Um, I have a selfie stick that goes real far, but it has a screw-in spot. So I actually have a way that I'm going to use one of my tripods with that and have a camera over top. So if I ever do any projects, I can have that over top camera come down. So that's going to be real good. I've got a lot of things in the works. I know I haven't done any videos per se, at all. I've been thinking about a lot, but I just haven't done any. So I think this was good to catch up on everyone. I think we're good for the night. There's not really much else I want to talk about. So for all those who like watching this, we got this one to say goodbye and good night to. And oh, so cute, awesome. So I'll see. Look, just a nice yawn for the crowd. There we go. All right, well, have a great night, everyone. We'll see you next week when my voice is back and everything is good to go. So have a great night, everyone, and we'll see you next time. And don't forget to follow ReadySetGame on Twitter. There we go. Oh, and you said, what did you say?
So take it easy.
Take it easy. Bye, world.